Morning. Plenty of seats. Pretty good for 5:30 in the morning. Nice job. My name is Connor Green. I'm the assistant cross country and track and field coach at the University of Hartford. I work and coach primarily the sprinters, jumpers, and hurdlers. Let's get just like 2 big laps. Okay. Full court. 2 big laps.
Let's do this.
That's 1. 1 more. So my background as a runner starts in high school. Freshman year, I didn't know any of the sprinters, so I joined a buddy of mine who was doing distance. I struggled through our first run, but stuck with it and ended up being a distance runner all throughout high school and then into college as well. And then, I'd like to say that I continued to run after college, but it was very sporadic because life gets in the way. But, for the most part, I would say I was a distance runner. So I've been coaching for 10 years. Prior to the University of Hartford, I was at Southington High School for 8 years. And then I was at Berlin High School for a year. And then my alma mater, Weathersfield High School, for 1 season as well. So 9 seasons total at the high school level, and then going on 2 years at the college level.
My favorite thing about Coach Green is how much he cares for his athletes and his sense of humor. It matches really well. I think since high school, he hasn't really changed much. I think because he has a smaller team here at Hartford, he's gotten a lot closer with the athletes and built more of a bond. And he has more time to get to know us as not only athletes, but as students and individuals as well.
Where do we start from? Being a beast?
Yeah, in general.
Upper body sore, lower body sore, everything.
For some reason, my calves.
I think relationships are probably the most important aspects of coaching at any level, honestly. The X's and O's are really important, obviously, but if you don't have the athlete's trust and the athlete's buy-in to your programming, it doesn't matter what the X's and O's are. It can be the best laid out plan, but if they don't believe in it and they don't trust it, then they're not going to execute, and it doesn't really matter.
Actively think about pushing those hips up, not our knees. Push our hips up, not our knees. Not bad, Aaron. Good. Push. Push. Good, Sidney.
That was bad.
Come on, consecutive. 1. Push.
I would say I'm very much an athlete first kind of coach. It's not my goals for you, it's your goals and my ability to help you guys achieve those goals. I have general ideas of what I think our athletes are capable of achieving, but if that doesn't align with what their goals are, then it doesn't really matter, right? It's finding that middle ground of what I think they're capable of achieving, realistically what they think they're able to achieve, and then just kind of working out a plan together, not separate, to make that happen.
What makes Coach Green such an effective coach is his relationships with his athletes. That's so vital for us to get better as a coaching staff and for athletes. When everybody feels like they can talk to each other, that's how the growth happens. So then you trust us as coaches. Connor is incredible at building relationships, holding relationships, keep kids accountable, while also being able to have the kids open up and there's no judgment. It's always anything to support the kids. So he's an incredible coach for that.
My favorite thing about Coach Green would be that he's really funny and that he likes to listen to us.
Favorite thing about Coach Green? He's very personable, a lot more than coaches I've had in the past. Off the track, he's also a friend, not just a coach.
My favorite thing about Connor Green is his humor.
The motivation he gives. I like how he's serious but also playful, and lets us know that when we come to practice, we have to mean business. Take it 100% every time.
My favorite thing about Coach Connor is he's caring. He cares a lot about us. He puts us first before him.
He might be like one of the funniest people I've ever been around, and can flip the switch to being, all right, let's get back to work. But at the same time, he is so energetic, so fun to be around. He's cheering on every single kid. If he's around, you're getting high fives, you're getting fist bumps. Like, this coaching staff is better because of him, for sure.
These are just some of the things that kids draw and hand to me, and then I made the mistake of hanging up one thing, and now I've got a bunch of things. Some of them are actually really good, like this is Zeus, my dog. That's a really good drawing from Kelly. And then this one that Molly did is really good, especially since I'm really big into anime now. It's awesome. The one that really surprised me was Joey Lothamer, one of our pole vaulters. He made this one, which he said was going to be terrible, but I thought it came out really good. And then obviously the most offensive one is my paper plate award from last year, which was not nice, but very accurate at the same time. So it is what it is. So my high school coach, my distance coach, was the kind of coach that basically never communicated. You know, if you had a bad race, he would ask you like, what happened? You'd say, I don't know. And then that would be the end of the conversation. There's never any deep diving. There was never any true relationship building or any communication skills between him and his athletes. So I was somebody that suffered because of that, because I'm, like I said, very relationship driven. So it's been my goal to make sure that I communicate and talk and learn and understand and build that trust between my athletes because of that negative experience. But then on the other side of that coin, I've also worked with and been coached by coaches that were really great at that. And that kind of solidified that piece of what I wanted to get out of my own coaching career. Being able to connect one-on-one with somebody is the easiest way to get results, while also everybody's unique and different. I think some of the best things that I love about coaching are not just obviously the relationship piece of it, but just seeing progress. And progress is obviously can be loosely defined, but it's more along the lines of seeing somebody go from point A to point B, and that could be over 4 years, that could be over a season, that could be in a week. Just seeing that light bulb click and those performances really start to come together athletically are really great. But then also just seeing the growth of that person over time is something I really, really love.
Just fun.
So mental toughness as it pertains to athletics is probably one of the most important things, because at some point you're going to come up against adversity. And that could be tons of different things, right? That's when we're feeling anxious. That's when we're feeling stressed. That's when we feel like our workouts aren't going the way they want to go, or we're not getting the most out of our schoolwork, or we're feeling overwhelmed, or we're feeling stressed. So many people feel like they have to keep all that stuff in. And this goes for adults and coaches and everything too. It's, a lot of people feel like they can't reach out to others for help, but that's not the case. Knowing how to understand and calm yourself is what's really critical. Outside limitations and outside influences are always going to be there, but if you don't know or have the coping skills to calm yourself, to get yourself refocused, to get yourself in a position where you're going to be successful, well, then you're never going to get to that next level of performance, and whatever that next level is for you. So every day, regardless of what events I was coaching or whatnot, it always was, am I doing enough to help my athletes? Am I doing enough to get the most out of their performances? Am I doing enough to support them in what's happening in their lives and their goals? But the one thing I think has been really influential with the majority of the athletes that I've been fortunate enough to work with is that they're very open about what they want and what they need. And that has helped me become a better person in being able to understand not just how to help my student athletes, but also people that I interact with on a daily basis too.
That's wild. Hey, if you roll one, we have no practice tomorrow.
Oh! That was so close.
Hey guys,
Hey, I would have been closer, Berlin.
great first day at Hartford Public, guys. Very happy with how everybody looked,
performances are trending in the right direction as we move through our specific prep. Okay, we got a great week. You guys got Thanksgiving, so let's keep working hard. Tuesday we're here again, so keep it up. All right, we got Hawks on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hawks! We got